Good morning, students. We are going to start now Module 2. Module 2, there are 4 lessons and this is the first lesson, National Agricultural Policy 2000. National Agricultural Policy 2000. In this lesson, what we have to study is the objectives of National Agricultural Policy 2000, and second part is National Agricultural Policy 2000 implications. So this entire lesson is divided into 2 parts. Let us start with National Agricultural Policy 2000. Agriculture is the base for the development of other cultures. The government plays an important role in removing the constraints faced by the agriculture. To achieve the higher economic growth rate, the Government of India announced a National Agricultural Policy on 28th July 2000. Objectives of National Agricultural Policy. The question can be explain the objectives of the National Agricultural Policy and its main features. Number 1 objective is to achieve growth rate of more than 4% per annum in agriculture. Second, to introduce the required structural changes. 3. To bring in necessary reforms. Next, to make efficient use of resources. Next, to sustain higher growth rate with necessary supporting services. Next, to make agriculture more market oriented. And the last, to achieve equity. These are the objectives of National Agricultural Policy 2000, in short NAP 2000. Now we'll discuss what are the main features of NAP 2000. There are 12 features that we will discuss one by one. Number 1, private participation. NAP 2000 encouraged private participation and private investment. The multinationals have entered agriculture. NAP encouraged agricultural modernization and commercialization, which attract more educated youth to this sector. Second, competitive approach. Under WTO, agriculture is more liberalized and there is more international competition in this sector. Efforts are undertaken in all forms to promote export. Third, efficiency in agriculture. NAP 2000 encouraged the efficiency and competitive spirit among the farmers. NAP 2000 considers agricultural activity more like a business activity rather than a way of life. Next, tax reforms. Changes in tax structure introduced by reviewing the excise duty on materials such as farms, machinery, fertilizers, etc. The structure of tax on food grains and commercial crops also reviewed. The new tax law in the form of GST is expected to be favorable to farmers. Next point, internal trade. Internal movements and trade in agricultural commodities will be liberalized by progressively reducing the existing restrictions. The next, plant varieties and seeds. Protection through legalization would be provided to encourage research and breeding new varieties. Next, infrastructure facilities. Rural electrification, new and renewable resources of energy for irrigation, rural and farm credit are some of the areas of infrastructure where the government will actively involve in providing these services. Next point, National Livestock Breeding Strategy. The NAP plans to meet the requirement of milk, meat, eggs and livestock products and enhance the role of draught animals as a source of energy for farming operations. Next, finance. Credit is the most important requirement for agricultural process. The government has promoted a variety of financial institutions to provide credit on easy terms to farmers. Next, insurance schemes. An insurance policy scheme is introduced to cover the activities right from sowing the seeds to post-harvest operations, including market fluctuations in the prices of agricultural produce. Next, transform of Indian agriculture. NAP attempts to transform the agricultural sector from less productive into modern, dynamic and more productive. Next and the last point, rural development. The general changes in agricultural sector will help promote rural development. Central government made provisions to improve the quality and quantity of all major agricultural inputs. Special attention is given to promote agricultural research and education. Students, this is in part 1. The question can be, explain the objectives of National Agricultural Policy and its feature. So objectives, you have to give 7 objectives and main feature 12 points. Thank you.